Oh my God.
Yo, welcome.
Shit was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, Fukuoka Fat Guys, episode 101 Dalmatians.
Yep, 101.
Yep.
Pain in the ass 101.
Well, we getting.
You know calls. What 101 is all those intro classes you take in college, right? So
that's right.
Like
English 101,
English
psych,
Lit 101,
lit,
Psych,
World Lit,
Ream Your Ass 101.
Yeah, algebra.
Yep.
Oh, so, well, this is 101 for fucking cameras, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So yeah,
we got 3 cameras set up.
Last time we couldn't manage batteries. This time it's space.
Yeah, how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 memory cards just all over the table, and we hope you motherfuckers enjoy this. Hopefully this will be our first video. If something happens and
might be the last one.
I'm just wondering if it'll actually make it to the internet.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yep. How you doing today?
Not bad. I got to sleep in, you know.
Fuck. Yeah, we've been busy today. We met up at about 8:30, headed to the gym, got about hour and a half workout.
Yep.
And we probably made Grace late for her appointment.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grace.
Getting my ass reamed later.
And we did our in-body today. First things first, shit. So when Carl's been doing, we've been posting his in-body, you know, his the evaluations of his weight loss. He had to do a new one because like his old information.
They said it was gone, but it wasn't gone.
They couldn't find it. Like if a person writes your name a certain way, then it's only that way where I'll find it. So whoever he was with today found his information from how many years ago?
2 years or so. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was pretty good, right?
Not bad. Yeah, we'll post it.
Yeah, we post it all the time, but basically it said you were 9.7 body fat,
8.7,
and good muscle gain. I weighed myself Friday and I was 152, and then I weighed myself today and I'm 155. But last time we did it, I was 157, so it's still a loss. I lost about 2.5 kilos of fat and 0.3 kilos of muscle, so it's good. I lost fat, but I lost muscle too, so I'm kind of sad about that.
Yeah, it's a process, right? So
yeah, that's for fucking sure. But yeah, we did a fucking big ass workout today. Did some deadlifts. Yeah,
Tucker actually pulled 5 plates. 5 and change.
505. I could fit my belt again. That's what I was like. What was I wanting to tell that for? Yeah. Basically, since we've been starting this thing, I was so fat that I couldn't fit into my old weight belt, and for the first time in fucking years, it fits. And I did some deadlifting.
Literally years, dude.
No, I'm not even. No, there's no. Probably 2017 was the last time I could wear it. Yeah,
it's weird because like the way you get fat is it's not like you eat a bunch of food today and then tomorrow you're fat, right? It's like
it's a process.
Yeah, so like a lot of people are like, oh, I've been dieting for 3 months and it's not coming off and shit. But it's a process. It's gonna take a while. So
yeah, I mean,
I still think it. I don't look much different, but everyone says I do. So
yeah,
I don't know.
he says he doesn't do. So we warmed up with like these not a full deadlift, like kind of not even stiff lift.
Rack pulls.
So we did like a few sets of rack pulls, and then we started deadlifting, and then hopefully one of our sponsors in the future. After we did that, we started deadlifting, and Carl had posted on his Instagram, you know, him doing his deadlifting outside, fucking beautiful form and stuff. And you said you hit a new PR for the week, right? Was it 445?
460. Yeah.
460. So
I tried to do it today. Nope.
So yeah, so we did 460, and I got that for 2. And then he's like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "Well, I haven't done 505 in years. Let's see if I can move it." And it wasn't pretty. I started off wrong, but I lifted it and I controlled it all the way up and all the way down. But fucking after we did like, how many sets we did? Like 8 sets of deadlift. Like we did pretty insane amount. Like they weren't like full like 5x5. It was we were just going for like 1 or 2 at super heavy sets. And then he's like, all right, let's do 10 pull-ups. And I was like, what? I was like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? You know, he's like, oh, you have to get to 10. And I'm like, all right, I could do that. I had to do sets of 3 pull-ups. And yeah, this motherfucker, he's pulling up and his biceps and shoulders are all popping out. And he's like, I still feel the same. And I'm like, well, fuck you.
I do. Still the same to me. Shit.
Oh, dude.
I'm still the same fatty. Like,
oh, dude. But it cracks me up because he's become kind of bougie. So when we were deadlifting, he's like, these bars are so shit. I'm like, what? He's
the
like,
knurling sucks. Commercial gyms suck, man.
Well, and that's the funny thing is that's one of the better gyms in this city. Like the other gym I was talking about in the last episode, like it had one area where I'd be able to deadlift, and I think it would have been on like a fucking Smith machine or something.
We're not gonna sell anyone out because they might be our sponsors one day.
And we got to be shilling for him real hard.
Yeah.
But basically the bars Carl has in his room are like way better than the stuff we got at the gym, and he was just like, these bars kind of suck. And I was like, shit, I don't know. They're I've been using them so long. Those are the bars I've used the most.
Actually, I'm convinced that my weights are lighter.
Really?
Maybe.
Maybe we've been doing the math all wrong and shit.
No, but in all seriousness, our gym that we work out at, they use steel weights, and their weights they are technically heavier. So each 20 kilogram weight is not 20 kilograms; it's 20.4. So that's actually a really big difference.
At our gym,
yeah, 45 pounds is not 20 kilograms. So.
Oh. Well, shit. There we go. We're getting a little bit extra out of it.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's just different. Yeah, it feels different too. So
yeah. So we did some deadlift. We went to pull-ups. We did the pull-down machine, and then we finished off with the T-back, T-rows.
Yeah, T-backs. That's what you like.
Yeah, I like
T-bar rows.
T-bar. Fuck. T-back is what they call thongs out here. Just so you guys get the joke right there. But yeah. And then after that, we just cleaned up and headed out. I'm fucking exhausted. One of the Yakuza tattoo dudes was he was sitting down at the bench. We were waiting for the car, and I was just standing, far. I try and give people a lot of room so they don't get scared or annoyed or anything.
But it was really nice though.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey,
nice
why don't
dude.
you sit
down by the aircon."
Yeah, because they have this little like swamp cooler out there. So yeah, no, it was really fun. It was a fun early workout. But, we got to, hopefully Grace won't stab us when she gets home. Her and Hannah are off at the hair salon. And that's probably why we can film today. I don't think this will work when Hannah's around. She's going to be grabbing the cameras. We're going to have the earthquake cam. There was an earthquake last night. Did you feel it?
No, I was walking. So
oh, shit.
On my treadmill.
Oh, dude. There was an earthquake, a little earthquake. I was playing games with my buddies online. And Pierre was like, yo, there's an earthquake happening. Motherfucker, we got no sponsors yet. We're going to have to, buzz that out. They're going to sue us. They're like, we don't want to be associated with you guys. But yeah, earthquake world to him. And then, 30 seconds later, it hit me. And I was like, oh, wow. Well, yeah. And it was nothing crazy. Nothing broke. But, day in the life of living in Japan. But, yeah, really, really good workout. I'm not going to be surprised if after this I have no more energy to do anything for the day. But we were going to be starting a new diet from tomorrow. And it's going to be a pretty crazy diet. It's only going to be a week. Carl's only going to do a week. I'm going to at least make it a week and then see how I feel at the end of the week and maybe go for 2. But excuse me. It's going to be low fat, high protein.
It's basically protein.
Just protein.
It's actually called a protein sparing modified fast. So basically what Tucker wants to do is he wants to get the scale moving rather quickly. And there's 2 schools of thought with dieting, right? You go really aggressive and you get the shit done and you get out. And there's another school of thought where you just take your time and you diet all the way through. Each method has its pros and cons. So, I mean, you just got to weigh out what kind of suffering you're going to want to go through. So, yeah.
With the lower, so for those people who don't know, school's pretty much going to be on summer break, and people at my company are going to be having we're going to have we have some school assignments and stuff like that, but with not having to teach class all day is like mentally it's pretty freeing. Like, so if there was a time to do a diet like this, I think this is it. Holy shit.
Wow, hold on. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. This is what happens when we can do it live. So we have a lower, we still got to work every day, same time and stuff, but not having to teach, kids all day is a mentally freeing process. So it's like, all right, I'll have less stress, so I should be able to do this diet. And and it's 7 days. So basically, me and Carl, we've been eating all this junk to clear out all this stuff we had that might go bad in the next week. And yeah, high protein, low carb. I thought I just saw somebody right by the window. You all right? Yeah. High protein, low carb. We're gonna be taking like some what's it called? The sesame. Fish oil. Sorry. We used to take sesame. We're going to be taking fish oil for our fats, and then just going protein, and then some vegetables for fiber, and to see how it goes. The weight has been moving for me. I've had nothing but positive gains or losses every month, I guess, just to say. And so I've been really, really happy with that. I guess I used to be able to just turn it on and off, like just, all right, I'm going to suffer for a week, run and everything. And then when I lose a lot of weight, I'd readjust from there into a more normal lifestyle. And that's the reason why we're going to try this. Since November, I went from 169 to now 153 or 55. 55, yeah, 155 it said today. So 169 to 155 kilos, right? 14 kilos down. That's like 28 point something pounds, which is really good. So I kind of want to, I like going hard, real quick. It's something I can maintain. And then just once I get to once I'm physically satisfied where I'm at, I'll go into a more macro heavy, make sure I get to my gym as much as I can. I hit the gym 6 times this week. I haven't done that in a long ass time. Monday through Friday, made it every day after work. Didn't give a fuck what time I finished. And then Saturday I took the day off, played some games online with my buddies, and then went today again. So if I can keep this up, I think it's possible. But so basically, we're not going to have any carbs, is what, or
there's no way you can have no carbs.
Well, I mean, they're going to come from just like vegetables, right?
Yeah, but you're going to try to limit as much of your carbs as possible. So he's pretty much going to take. So he's lean, I guess. How many pounds are you lean?
Oh, fuck.
So let's say you are 300 pounds right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
I'm over 3. I'm probably
350.
I think I'm under 350. I'm hold on, let me just look it up. So what's it? 2.2?
Yeah, 2.2.
So I'm 338. Last time we talked about it, I was 345. So
nice. So you're 338, and then you are about 30%. So subtract 30, and that will be your protein about. So
minus 30 or 30%?
30%. So maybe 260, 250.
Well, I must have did that wrong. 23. It says 101.4. If I took 30% of. No, that can't be right. Oh, this is what happens. I don't like doing math on camera. My brain's turned to fucking.
It's okay, but basically he's gonna be eating 1.2 at the max protein for his lean body mass. So he's gonna take that, and I'm gonna try to keep his fat about 50 or 60 grams.
So wait, so it's gonna be 1.2 my mass. So about how much protein? How many grams? Is it still the 200 grams or whatever? Or?
About whatever your lean body mass is.
Okay, so I'll calculate that in a second when I'm not fucking tired. So that's just my goal. And then vegetables or whatever, okay?
Yeah.
But what about like seasoning and stuff? Like,
yeah, it's fine. Shit's fine. So.
But like, what should I stay away from? Like, what if I wanted to cook it in like some tomatoes? Should I stay away from canned tomatoes? Do it fresh myself?
You don't want to do canned tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to just do broccoli, string beans.
Ooh.
Those celery, lettuce. Yeah, those kinds of things. Yeah.
All right. So this is going. How many kilos do you think I might lose in a week?
In the beginning, you're probably gonna lose maybe 5.
Damn, that's like 10 pounds in just a week.
Most of it's gonna be water, so
yeah.
But I'm just saying you're gonna lose a lot of weight, so
yeah. And you're gonna try it too, right?
Yep. I'm probably gonna fuck myself up, but yeah, it's all right.
Well, I mean, if you don't need to do it. But if you wanna, we're doing it for experimental for our listeners.
Yep, we'll take our shirts off in the stuff and show you like where we're at. So
we ain't doing shit yet. I'm looking at these.
Come
cameras.
on, I gotta do that.
Yeah,
you gotta do
fuck
it too.
you lost all that weight. Don't you bring me down. Going out here showing everybody my pregnant body. It's funny though, cause like
people saw my pregnant body. It's fine.
Yeah, after you fucking fixed it, that was your before and after. I don't want to show before and then before again. Fuck that.
I had a bunch of day ones.
Yeah, we had day ones that we ain't showed nobody. I got a ton of day ones.
Yeah.
If I get to lose it, I have noticed a lot of weight loss. Like just taking off my shirt in the gym, I'm noticing, a loss of like a lot of fat. But I am not ready to show it to the world. Especially now that we're video. Fuck that shit, man. You don't know who the fuck you talking to. We'll take Carl's picture. I was all down for this shit. Now you got me all twisted. But yeah. So I'll try and post what I eat on the Insta. Keep
This is gonna be pretty boring. Chicken.
I don't know.
Broccoli. Chicken.
I'm gonna cook
broccoli.
I'm gonna do steak every once in a while.
Steak. Broccoli. Steak. Cabbage.
I bet you after this shit, I won't want to look at like another piece of broccoli again.
Nah, I'm just whatever vegetable you can eat. I eat carrots sometimes. The carrots are like not really good, so I mean, but it's better than nothing. So
yeah, no, I mean steamed broccoli. It's easy to cook, easy to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, how has your sleep been for the past week?
My sleep's been shit. Fuck.
How
about yours?
I managed about 6 hours every night, which is really good for me.
Wow, that's actually really good.
Yeah, the week before I was doing 5. 2 weeks ago, I didn't even hit the gym once. So.
I have anxiety, man, so I don't know.
Everyone has anxiety. It's a word we didn't know that everyone had. Like it's a new thing for us. But when you got work the next day, like if it's funny, throughout the day of work, I'm just focused on work. When I go to the gym, I'm just focused at gym. When it's time to go to sleep, I start thinking about what we could do for the podcast or what I got to do for work tomorrow. It's fucking annoying as shit ever. But if we weren't doing anything right now, I wouldn't even be thinking about the podcast right now. But when it's time to go to bed and I have to wake up the next day, I'm like, oh, I got all these ideas for the podcast. Oh, I got these notes I should take. And I was like, my brain is a fucker.
We actually almost stopped doing the podcast.
Yeah. It was
took us like something you didn't know. You could have told me earlier.
I was hella mad. Well, because we put in, we put in a little bit of money. I mean, there's people who put in way more, but he was dieting really hard. He's got a daughter, and it wasn't like for me. It's fun, but Carl does stuff that is not fun for him, but he enjoyed. Like I don't know, what were you saying? What was the wording you were using?
Necessary. It's necessary.
It's not fun, but it's just like working out. He says he doesn't like working out, but I do. He sees it as necessary, and same thing with the podcast. But yeah, I was worried that we were going to be done. Like what was that, mid-80s?
Yeah, I don't think we'd make it past 69. Actually, I just wanted the goal was 69.
You just wanted 69. You just wanted your trophy and be done.
Yeah, no, but it's been good. I mean, it's a good outlet and a good way to stay accountable. Like, I don't think I would have made it to my weight loss goal if I didn't actually put it out there.
Oh, dude, everybody hitting us up, fucking giving us like new ideas and shit, fucking giving us food. Sending us goods and shit. Like, fuck. I mean. I've done nothing but enjoy this shit the whole way through. Like,
yeah, if any companies want to send me some Diet Dr. Pepper.
But yeah, so anyway, I was doing some research about sleep, and I found this fun method of 4-7-3 breathing. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, box breathing, yeah.
Yeah, so You breathe in
for
four,
hold for 7.
Yep.
And actually, the protocol I use is 4, 7, 8.
Yeah, 8. Sorry, that was 8, not 3.
Yeah, 3 is like super fast.
Yeah,
like,
no. It's like no. So yeah, it's you're supposed to repeat that over, and it's supposed to.
It calms your you have two in your body has 2 modes, right? So parasympathetic and sympathetic. So basically your fight and flight system and your relaxed system, right? So your autonomic nervous system is always like jacked up. So what box breathing does is it forces you to actually tap into that other side that you never work on. So people like me, it's necessary, absolutely necessary to box breathe. Like if I don't box breathe, then like I'm just gonna always be in that jacked up mode, you know. And it's really bad to be always in that like go mode. Mm-hmm. So you need to turn that shit on when you gotta lift or when you gotta do work. But when you're not doing anything, if you're just always stressed out and ready to go, you're just gonna burn yourself out, man. You only have so much energy to do stuff. So yeah, box breathing is really good.
I was trying that, and it would relax me, but then, like I said, I would start thinking about random shit, and I'm just like, concentrating on not concentrating is like a big thing.
Yeah.
I was watching another video, and it was talking about how like whatever time you want to go to bed, you should be in bed an hour before that, because your brain needs time to desensitize. Is that the word I want to use?
Decompress.
Well, because it's what it's saying. It was like, especially for anyone who like plays video games and shit before you go to bed, like that's another thing that amps up your brain.
Yeah, actually looking at screens is not a good idea.
Yeah, that's what it said. It was like, don't look at your phone, don't look at your screen.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that though. So but what I do is I hack that shit, right? Like, so I wear sunglasses while I look at my phone.
Yeah, they said like because a lot of phones like purposely dim at night to try and.
Well, now that they know that it's really bad for you, they actually turn off the blue and the stuff. It's called like the dark mode.
Yeah.
So red light mode. So I mean, it's good that a lot of the phones have that, but it still like jacks up your brain. So it would be a good idea for people to actually buy some blue blocking glasses.
Yeah.
Felix Gray, if you want to sponsor us.
Man, you got to stop hoeing us out right now. Like we got to make sure the fucking video looks good. We're gonna have like the mic's gonna be up my nose and shit. You know, there's a fucking bug crawling at us. We're just pimping our shit out. Just like, hey, who wants it? Who's got the most? But no, I was trying some of the stuff. You know, I don't play too many games before I go to bed, so that's all right. Because you get too excited and shit. And you're like fucking, you're just amped up, and you're like, fuck, all your brain's going a mile a minute. But it still wasn't enough, so I gotta work on that. But what was the guy on Joe Rogan's thing named again?
Andrew Huberman. Andrew Huberman. He has a podcast, Maximum, I think.
Yeah, and he was talking about the TRT.
Yeah, basically testosterone replacement therapy, or like how to basically he actually said that before you get on TRT, like if you're under 30, like yeah, in your 30s you probably shouldn't be messing with TRT and stuff. So
but the dosage that he was talking about that they do in America is totally different than
well, he called it sports TRT, which pretty much steroid cycle. But I mean, testosterone is good. I mean, like I always said, better living through science, right? So the only issues I would have is like if I went and entered a local bodybuilding show. I mean, it's not fair because like I'm on testosterone, right? So I mean, it doesn't matter if the other people are on testosterone too, but I don't lie to people. I tell people I'm on testosterone, right? So my dosage is really, really low. I think I'm at like 125 or so. Today I'm on 250. Yeehaw!
So yeah, they do 125 and 250.
250 is the highest they'll ever give you in Japan. Like there's no ifs, ands, or there's no such thing as like 500. That's unheard of here.
No,
300.
You could do 250 every week for a while, but even
then they're like, oh no, you got to slow it down.
Oh, I mean, that's when I was like hyped up, ready to fight for no reason.
That's like a super low end cycle.
I know that's what's funny. Like I was feeling all that shit for.
There's people that take a gram.
Yeah, I know. He was talking about. I was getting confused. I was like, wait, are they taking less than us? Like,
no, that's 5 times as us.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, fuck, I can only imagine what that would make you feel like. Like, man, the shit, like, especially because I was under the norm when I started, and when I started going to like weekly 2 amps, the 250, like it was feeling good, but it would I could feel it with like just hinting at messing with my emotions. So 5 times that, like fuck, like I would have been breaking tables and shit. Like who knows? But
I already do that shit.
Yeah, I do. I mean, yeah, I'm an angry person anyway, and you're just giving me more anger. No.
Yeah. So if anyone's like curious, like what testosterone is like, are you gonna road rage or whatever? Just if you're an asshole, you're always gonna be an asshole. You're just gonna be a fucking bigger asshole, right? So testosterone doesn't change your personality. It just makes it known. So if you are like a nice guy, you're just gonna be a nice guy. So there's no ifs, ands, or
I think
buts.
you'll get annoyed of people even if you're a nice guy.
Nah, Aaron's still the same. Shit.
He's in the early stages. And we don't see. Maybe he's raging at home. Maybe there's like 6 holes in his new house. Like he's just punching them. There's just pictures everywhere in random places that we don't know. We don't want people to think he's
such always a positive guy. Like when I think I messages him like every day, like just like chatting about shit.
Motherfucker is happy. He's got like 12 kids and a beautiful wife, like
and
shit.
A farm and a zoo.
I know. like what the fuck has he got to be mad about?
Exotic animals.
Yeah, the rest of us, we're over here teaching public schools and private schools, and
well, he works a pretty rough job too, though. So
hey,
yeah.
I used to work there, man. It's not that bad.
I used to work there too.
Yeah, he gets to kick out all the bad kids. He's fine. He sends all the special kids to me. So, but no, it's funny that 2 weeks ago we talked about the TRT with that video I saw on the TED Talk, and then just coincidentally another one pops up, and I'm like, wow, is YouTube after me? Is Joe Rogan listening to us? Like, I don't know.
That's just a lot of people. It's pretty common though. Like you would be surprised how many people, not in Japan, but in America, a lot of people are on TRT. It's like it's
I
common.
feel much better than I did like a year ago or more. Like I remember like waking up just used to be so fucking hard. So like having it, like I can see why the benefits of it. Like it's, I mean, shit. Today I got up. I only had 5 hours sleep, but when it fucking did a fucking hard ass workout, and I still feel fine right now. And I know it thanks to that shit. So thank the TRT gods or whoever the fuck synthesized that shit.
So he also talked about like how you should actually not do it every week or every 2 weeks. You should actually do it every 3 days or so.
But
like
it's the same dosage, dose. But it's just over
spread
3
out.
days.
Yeah. But I don't feel like
getting stabbed that much.
I actually don't even like getting stabbed once a week.
Yeah. Oh, whoever did it on Friday, fuck, that girl was mean. She just was like, boom, and I was like, fuck, like, and you don't want to say nothing. You got a cute nurse poking you in the butt, but you're just like, fuck, man, like, yeah, you're soft, like, warn me.
Some of the girls are really nice, like they massage your butt.
That's always so weird, though.
And then they get
good, but it's so weird.
They get it ready and they go, I'm gonna put it in now, okay?
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, did I hit a nerve?
like no, they'll see, like, if you flinch or if you breathe anyway, they can tell, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. The ones who apologize the most are the ones who usually like do it the best.
Yeah, but it's interesting, but
it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so many things, but I noticed like when I'm leaner, the testosterone actually works better. Like fat is actually a very, very interesting.
It inhibits it, doesn't
yeah.
it?
So fat is actually a hormone in itself. Like it has a messaging signals like leptin and ghrelin, and if you have any sort of body fat in your body, it inhibits and prohibits things from happening.
It fucks up all your shit. It keeps you warm in the winter, and that's it.
Hey, but it was made for one thing, is to keep us alive. So it does its job almost too well.
We've been abusing it for so long. Like,
yeah.
But nah, it's that's the other thing too. Like when I lose more weight, I definitely feel the test a lot more. So let's hope I can get to the Hulk status again.
Yeah, man. So his goal is to hit 120, right? That's your main goal?
Like I mean, if I did that this year, I'd be ecstatic. But
so you're at
I'm 155 today.
155. So
that would be 30 kilos. That's a lot for
30 kilos. For those of you who don't know, 30 kilos is almost 70 pounds.
Yeah.
70 pounds he has to lose.
And
I mean, it's doable though.
I mean,
very, very doable.
You know what? Like it's starting to snowball. Like when I'm seeing the gains, when I'm seeing the losses, I don't want to fuck up anymore. I don't want to make excuses. So it's like I kind of I want to keep the momentum going. So
it's addicting, isn't it?
oh, it's fun, dude. Lifting 505 today, you don't know how happy I was.
I couldn't even lift 460 today. I was like, fuck.
Oh,
too many rack pulls. I was
oh,
like,
dude, we my hands are so fucking done right now. The fucking we did up to 315 just raw, like no belt, no
wraps, no straps. Yeah.
And after that, I had to use my shit. I did. What did we do after 360?
No, 405 already.
We went straight to 405.
Yeah.
So I think I did 405 one without, and I was like, nope, not doing that again.
Then you're like hit 2 easily. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's exciting.
I hit 405 for 2 and I was done. I was like, I'm tired.
But look at the weight difference. Like shit, I've got like what 100 something pounds on you, and you're like, oh, I lifted 40 pounds more than you could. Like that's, if anything, that just shows how much fucking work you've put in. So,
we'll have to figure all that shit out later. But yeah.
Yeah, so I thought it was fun seeing that guy. I went down another rabbit hole, though. Another TED Talk popped up, and it was talking about the different types of milk.
The A1 and...
Well, no, just almond, soy, oat, and regular.
Ah.
And I didn't even know there was fucking oat milk. Like, that's fucking weird.
You know what it means? They can milk anything.
Yeah, I know. But...
just the astronomical amount of almonds to make almond milk, and I drink that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Without a care in the world, I'm like fucking gulping that shit down.
So which milk do you think is the most healthy for you?
Healthy?
Or has the most benefits?
They're
all the same. That's the long and the short. I watched a 5-minute video for this, like, which one's the best?
Yeah, well, basically, like...
They all have pros and cons.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you gotta shift your milk around. Like, if you're always drinking something, you're probably going to develop a food allergy or autoimmune response. Like, if you drink so much almond milk, like, your body will associate, like, if, let's say you feel sick one day, it'll associate the almond milk with being sick, and then you can't drink almond milk anymore. That's why people have eaten so much chicken that they can't eat chicken anymore or something.
I can see that happening, but it was funny because, like, the whole video, I thought I was watching to see which one had the most health benefits, and they were like, they've all got their pros and cons, and they're actually pretty similar. But it came down to which was the best for the environment. And the worst two is regular milk and almond milk, because regular milk, you have to water the cows and the food for the cows, which comes out to be like, I think they said like 170 liters of water for like a glass of milk. Almond milk's like 70 for one. But oat and soy are just so much, like, for way more, it's way less.
So it's easier to make?
Yeah. Almond is 70 times more water, and regular is like 140 times more water than the other. So I was like, oh, wow, I had no idea about that. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of interesting. So I don't know if anyone's really that worried about drinking milk nowadays, but I thought, it's got something to do with fitness. Might as well mention it.
Yeah.
I saved you guys 5 minutes. I was so mad. I was like, they're all the fucking same. It's like, you couldn't have just told me that. Like, that video could have been like 13 seconds. But yeah. Any fat hacks today?
Yeah. So basically, what I want to talk about for the fat hacks for this week is I want to talk about SIBO, small intestinal, like, bacterial overgrowth, right? So a lot of people are saying, like, they're eating well, they're doing all the things right, but they can't lose weight. That might actually be an issue. Like, you have bacterial overgrowth in your body. A lot of people will actually have a problem also with, like, not having the right bacteria in the system. So the bad thing is, what they think is they just want to take probiotics or, like, eat yogurt or whatever. But to correct that stuff, you have to actually destroy, like, their house, and, like, they call it biofilm, and you have to do that to get to actually the bacteria first. So there's a whole rabbit hole of shit that you have to go through to do, like, there's like a 12-week protocol. That's actually, yeah. So to repopulate your gut, because, like, the new terms in health are, like, microbiome. You probably heard a lot of people talking about your microbiome, and you actually want a diverse microbiome in your stomach. So if you're always eating the same foods, you're probably you don't have a great, like, diversity in your microbiome. So but if you are having issues losing weight, and you're tracking, and you think you might have that problem, it'd be a good idea to take a stool test and get that shit evaluated. Okay. From there, hop on to Dr. Stephen Cabral's website. He's probably one of the most leading experts on this subject. And what I like about their company is they're open source. They'll tell you what to take, how to do it, why they use their certain things, and all of it has the research studies backed up by it. It's beyond the scope of this fat hack, like for me to explain like what exactly to do. But I'm just gonna tell you guys, like if you're taking a lot of antibiotics for your acne or for some certain issue, you might be destroying your gut. So it might be a good idea not to take so much antibiotics unless you really need it. So if your dermatologist has prescribed like antibiotics for your acne, man, the acne might be actually the lesser of the two evils than destroying your gut. So I don't know.
Until you get that pimple on date night.
I mean, it's hard, man. Like there's got to be other ways to manage your like hormones and stuff. So
or look into non-antibiotic ways, like what's the facial thing? Exfoliating? Is that
exfoliating? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe trying some shit like that. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just letting people know that if you're taking a lot of like antibiotics, you might be doing a lot of harm. And America is like notorious for like antibiotic everything, right? So and if you do that, you might actually there's bacteria and there's also fungus, right? So there was a case of some people that they took so much antibiotics that antibiotics don't kill the fungus though, the fungal bacteria. So so they had it all the way up into their esophagus area. So I mean, it's really, really difficult and stuff. But I'll give you some good tips on what you should do to feed the bacteria in your stomach. The good ones is to eat like what they call like non-digestible starches. You know, like green bananas or like if you freeze rice and reheat it, the rice changes chemical structure and becomes like non-digestible, and so those things actually help feed your gut. So look into that, Dr. Stephen Cabral, and it actually might help you become healthier in general, because you don't want to just be healthy on the outside. You know, you can have like a six-pack, but then like if you don't feel good,
you don't have a good biome.
Yep. So I mean, that's one thing I'm working on right now. So probably start my 12 weeks in maybe after the summer. So we'll see.
What did you have the Zoom suit up here for? Did you want to?
So I'm gonna do a Zozotown. The Zozotown remeasurement. So it creates a video. That's why. So a 3D rendering. So I'll do that after the podcast and I'll post it on our Insta.
All right. Sounds good.
We'll take a look.
Anything else?
Nope. That'll be it for today.
All right. Any updates? We got, like I said, summer's starting and we got lower class schedule for, at least in my school. You're at a private school, so I don't know how.
Yeah, I actually don't know what's going on yet, so we'll figure that out.
And this is the first year we've noticed that we're both working camps that aren't our usual side gig.
Yeah.
And, but the positive of that is we might be able to get some more gym time this summer.
Yeah, actually, we actually want to meet with some of you guys, so we might actually schedule some bike rides. So if you guys want to ride around Fukuoka, if you're in America, tough. If you are in other parts of Japan, tough. But if you're in Fukuoka,
if you could be a part of the Fat Guys crew for a bit.
Yeah.
I will be the guy at the very end of the bike line, just so you know.
Yeah. There's a lot of beautiful places to ride in Fukuoka. So, I mean,
I just want to ride by the beach shit.
We'll go on some short rides, maybe an hour and a half or so. So.
He just says it like me. I'm like 20 minutes. I'll be like, all right, I'm going home, guys. See you. You guys let me know how it is.
Usually when you ride for like 6 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking freaks. Oh, man. No, shit. I just lost what the fuck I was going to say. We might be doing some stuff at O'Horty Park, too, just with the shit we got there. We're thinking we want to see what it's like to like bring like a dumbbell or something there, but they got the little workout set, so we just want to do some free outdoor looking like the weird foreigners at the park
training.
Yeah, but yeah, if you guys have any time, like fuck, let's set up some shit. We'll take some pictures for the Insta just to let people know we're out there getting on it. But if not, I'll be running to the gym as much as I can. Yeah, it's gonna be weird at this next summer camp. We had a 2.5 hour meeting for a 2-day camp, like 1 2-day camp. It was so fucking long people talk so slow. Why on a Saturday too? Who the hell wants to have a fucking meeting on a Saturday? Like, it was. Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, but yeah. All right. Shall we move on to our random news?
Sure, why not?
Oh my God, I've been waiting to talk about this all day. So, I was watching. What's this guy's name? His name is DJ Vlad. He has a YouTube channel, and he interviews just pretty much black folks, comedians, pro players, all of the sorts. And he had a guy named Earthquake on there. And Earthquake is a comedian. He hasn't been like in TV shows or anything, but he's like a millionaire from stand-up. And his ex-wife went on to a YouTube channel called Comedy Hype. It's a YouTube channel just about comedians and stuff. And she went on there talking about how because he's finished paying off his child support for their son, she's going to be homeless. And, he got hella shit for it, right? He paid off his child support early. All of it. And he was getting shit because this comedy site interviewed his wife. And so he finally he went onto this Vlad TV YouTube and was talking about it. And he's like, so this is what happened. He was with his wife for 3 years. They had a kid. They got divorced. His wife took him to court, and so they set out the what's it called? Alimony? Is that it?
Yeah.
Child support. And
alimony is just if you have no child.
Yeah. So they set out the child support until the boy was 18, and he used to pay extra because he worked gig to gig. Like it's comedian. He's not. He's a free agent, or is that the word? There's no contract. It's just when there's work, he has it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was always like, if I get injured, if I get sick, I don't want to get in trouble by not paying off, my stuff. So when the boy was 17, he was finished paying already. And he was like putting it in his jokes. He was like, yeah, my son is 17, but in child support years, he's 18 because the guy was done, right? And so he got all this shit because everyone's like he was doing his wife wrong, and he goes to the Comedy Hype, the people who initially interviewed his wife. And I had to give the man props because he was pissed, but he was very calm and collect about it. He was like, so why did you have my ex-wife on? And they're like, well, we wanted to give both sides of the story. And he's like, what story? He's like, this site's called Comedy Hype News, right? And he's like, she's not a comedian. She's got nothing to do with my comedy. She's not a part of anything. You put my private business out there. And
that's how they make money.
That's exactly what, and that's the thing. The guy had to admit that. And he's like, he said, I've been paying for my son for all these years. He's like, I bought my son a house. I paid for my son's private school. I'm paying for my son's college. And my son has a room at my house. He's like, my son's taken care of. He's like, she's not my, not his worry anymore. He's like, she's my ex. He's like, if all these years she didn't work, she didn't save no money, that's on her. And I was just, I was jumping back and forth between like 4 channels watching this whole thing. And I don't know, like it was pretty nuts. Like, I'm with him though. His business should have never been put out there.
Yeah.
But the guy's name is Earthquake. I've never seen his comedy. I've never seen his stuff. But if you guys got time, I would say check it out. On to other stuff. The Olympics happening, and there's been questions about the New Zealand trans athlete who's going for the Olympics.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Now that we're on video and now that there will be fucking evidence forever, how does that make you feel?
It's kind of funny though, because she was a below average regular weightlifter, right? And then
but her numbers, I think, were they're higher, way higher than mine at least, right? She was.
Oh, we are not Olympic lifters.
But I'm saying, but it, like below average for the Olympics. I mean, I think we should add in there because when she was a dude, she was still like she wasn't tossing around like little weight.
No, she was huge. Yeah, she was strong.
Yeah,
she was health. Well, when you're at the Olympics level, man, you're
a monster already.
Yeah, but I mean, but not enough, you know.
Mm-hmm. But she transitioned to a woman, and she's 43.
Yep.
And she's getting to go to the Olympics, and her numbers compared to the women are pretty astronomical. Correct?
Yeah, that's not a shocker to anyone. Like,
and it's a tough subject because you can't question it, or else you're going to get in trouble. You know, they're going to think you're anti-trans and blah blah. And it's like, it's a legit question. Like, there are the females who are born female who are now they're not losing out as much as I had thought before. But like in this situation, I think she bumped a girl who had been lifting for a few years and, you know, got to go to the Olympics instead of her. But I think in the end they took the biological female with them too. But it's like, what do you do in that situation? Like, I think there needs to be a third category, honestly, or one category.
What can you do?
I don't know. Like, if not, like, I think a lot of trans people are going to be just destroying female world records.
Yeah, but that was like, remember we talked about the Special Olympics and how they put regular players in there.
The Spain basketball team?
Yeah, same thing.
I mean, but
like, at what point do you want to, like, how can you really, like, live with yourself? Like,
well, the Spain basketball team thing, that was just purposely deceptive. Like, I can understand that some people feel that they were born with the wrong body. I have no problem with that, and that maybe they want to transition. But if I were to transition to a woman now, I'm still 6'4" person, you know?
Yep.
And that's the benefits I have from like a male skeletal structure and all that stuff and lung capacity. Like, it's not wrong to question that, I think.
Yeah, and the hard part is like if she doesn't win gold, I mean, which is highly possible, but I mean, like, you know, they're gonna be like, so I told you she's not gonna.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can't win. It's like we're arguing or we're talking about something
pointless.
Yeah, it's pointless. Like nothing can really be done. You know,
because it was the same with the MMA fighter, right? What was the name? Fallon.
Yeah, Fallon Fox.
Yeah, and eventually she lost, and they were like, "See, so it's not that bad." But I think she literally cracked a couple of skulls on her way to that loss. But I don't know. It's interesting, and the only, you know, what was funny is, well, I don't know if people think it's funny, but while I was watching this, I'm like, what do you call a non-binary teacher? You know, I have no idea what I'd do if, like, because, you know, it's always Miss or Mister. So is there a term you use for people who identify as they or them, or do you just call them by their last name, like we're playing sports? Like, I wondered that. I was literally thinking that, and I know it might piss off somebody, but it popped in my head, and I'm like, what would you do for that? So I don't know. Sorry. I guess if I was like smoking weed or something, that would there would be a reason for that. What happened to your boy Connor?
Apparently he pulled Chris Weidman and
Conor McGregor. That's his name.
Yeah, he pulled a Chris Weidman and Anderson Silva. Yeah,
broke his leg.
His ankle. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, it fucking went floppy, and he was still talking shit when the other dude. It's like, your wife's in me DMs. Yeah. He's like, yeah.
I like how she flicked him off at the end.
He was crouching. He couldn't do it. I'm like, is he just trying to? He's staying relevant, man. He's making sure he's gonna be in the pay-per-views and shit. But fuck, man, that shit looks scary. Like, fuck all that noise.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he dropped in the rankings. I mean, he hasn't been doing quite well in fighting.
It's just age now, or is it just, you know, has he just been in it too long? Like,
I don't know. It's hard. Dustin is just a fucking great fighter, though. So he just has this number, I think.
So I played it a little bit for you, but Michael Jai White, the guy who played Spawn back in the 90s, he's a real martial artist. And he made a comment that if him and Bruce Lee fought, he would beat Bruce Lee. Do you think that's an accurate statement? You know more about fighting than I do.
Yeah, it's a 100% accurate statement.
Yeah, and he's been getting so much shit, and he's like, you know, because
but that's another moot point. That shit ain't ever gonna happen.
Oh, exactly. But I mean, it's still like we put somebody into this legendary status. You know, like Michael Jordan, best baller ever, and then there are people who know more about basketball who'll be like, nope.
Michael Jai White is a legitimate like fighter though.
Yeah,
he's really good.
He's a year younger than fucking Mike Tyson and looks so good still to this day. Like, he did an interview like a few weeks ago, and I'm like, fuck, man, he doesn't look 40. Like, it's insane. He is fit. He's working out all the time. He's
that color don't crack. Yeah.
But I mean,
I can't say it.
Black don't crack. You can't say it.
Hey.
No, but like Mike Tyson, before he got fit for that fight with Roy Jones, like,
yeah,
he was getting fat and like shit. But you know, Michael Jai White ain't stopped. Like,
yeah, he's the epitome of discipline, though, man.
Yeah,
that dude.
It was just funny. He's very interesting to see, like, just to listen to him talk. Once again, it was DJ, the Vlad TV YouTube, if you guys are interested. Couple things before we go. A Detroit woman had her Benz stolen. She had like a new Benz she bought, was stolen. So this motherfucker went 3 days looking for the car. She found the motherfucker who stole her car getting his hair twisted at a barbershop, and she dragged his ass out by his hair. They said she whooped his ass, but the video stopped with her literally dragging this scrawny dude, and I was like, holy fuck, dude, that's pretty goddamn gangster. Like, getting your car stolen and then going and taking you to be like, nope, bitch, you coming with me, and getting the fool arrested. Like,
good for him.
Her.
Good for him that he fucking got his ass beat.
Oh yeah.
Shouldn't be stealing other people's shit.
Oh, I think so too. I was so happy to read that. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. But the
shitty thing is she's probably gonna get in trouble though.
No, I don't think so. Like, it's fucking Detroit. Like, remember, that's where all the RoboCop movies and shit were at. Like, that used to be the ghettoest place in America. So, if anything, I think they'll be like, thanks for doing our job. But our last bit of news is some sad news today. Rapper Biz Markie passed away. He was 57. He's the guy who sang the "You Got What I Need" song, you know. And you say he just a friend. He was 57, and he had type 2 diabetes, and I guess he had a stroke earlier this week. And yeah, it's just really sad. Like,
yeah, so take care of your health, man. Like, that shit is something that money can't fucking save you from, like, diabetes and like cancer and shit. So
yeah, we got to do what we got to do to stay healthy, people, you know. So yeah, put his song on repeat. Remember the good old days. And yeah, stay healthy and shit. So we're gonna call it here. Hopefully our first video episode has a fucking video. I notice all the cameras are fucking dropping and shit, and
one's dead.
Yeah, so let us know what you guys think. We hope to hear from you all soon, and we love you all. Peace.